expensive wall-to-wall carpeting. It could be a throw rug, whatever the case may be. If you have pets, I think that this should just come with a pet, without a doubt. You're going to get not one, not two, but three of these professional Campanelli professional point and spray stain removers. They're so much better than what you would find in the store. I cannot, even on laundry, I cannot stress it enough. With 5 easy pays using any major credit card today, debit card or PayPal, 5 months means $5. And the reason I'm going to ask you to think about buying that second set is the price is going to go up here at the end of the day. So that's really important for you to realize. And you got company. 1.2 million cans of this have already been ordered. 90,000 of the set of 3 have been ordered. It's about $10 a can, and I even added the shipping and handling in there for you. Chris Campanelli is going to be joining us, but we're going to take a look at some of the videotape that he shot for us so that we could actually see it in action. Chris?
Hi everybody, welcome into our home. I just wanted to show you 2 of the reasons why we need a really good stain remover in our house. This is Walker, reason number 1, and that's Chloe over there, reason number 2. But I wanted to show you why our product is so very different than anything that you get at the grocery store. I'm going to take a permanent marker, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 permanent marker lines on this carpet, okay? When you go to the store, you might see something like this on the shelf. The problem with products like these is you can see they're very foamy. They require you to get on your hands and knees with a scrub brush. Then you have to blot. You're kind of mashing the stain into the carpet. You can see a little bit of it comes out, but the stain is still there. So just to be fair, we went to the store and we got an oxygenated product. You can see it's a little less foamy, but the same thing applies. I'm on my hands and knees, I'm rubbing, I'm scrubbing, I have to get the rag, I have to blot. Again, a little bit comes out, but the stain is still there. Our product is so different, you have to shake it. Standing up, you can see that this has a foaming agent that's lifting and separating the stain from the carpet fiber. And what's happening is it falls to the bottom, and when you do your regular vacuuming, you suck up the residue. So now, just to be fair, we're going to go through these guys. You can see that there's a little bit of foam because we're trying to punch through those soaps. But 1, 2, 3, once those foams disappear, you can see that the stain goes around with it. This is just one of the reasons why we love to use this in our house. I hope you will too.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Hey, Pat. How are you on this fabulous Labor Day?
I am ready to do some fall cleanup, and you know my friend, poor Chris, always, his ears must bleed when I'm around because I'm like, this is the best product you have. And they have a lot of good ones. Yeah. The microfiber towels, I give A++++ too. Chris, this is a wonderful opportunity because the price is going to go up at the end of the day, and you're giving us 3 cans. And this is such an easy way to get to the oopses that happen in our lives.
Yeah, and it was the very first product we brought to QVC, Pat, over 17 years ago, right? So let me show you how it works, right? Okay. So I have a floorboard here, Pat. So when you get the product at home, take it out of the box, shake up the can, right? Standing up, this is going to allow you to let the product do the work for you. So this has a foaming agent that's going to lift and separate the stain from the carpet fiber, Pat. Now watch this. As that foam dissipates, that is actually a simulated pet mess. My dogs aren't that cooperative to have done it that nicely on the carpet. But look at that, Pat. As that foam dissipates, the stain goes away, right? So what's happening here is that the formula is doing the work for you. It's forming a crystal, falling to the bottom, and then it dries. When it dries, you do your regular vacuuming, and you suck up the residue. Pat, there is a natural odor eliminator in here that's going to make your pet less likely to go back to the same spot. And then what I really love about this, Pat, is I'm standing up, right? What if you're like my mom? My mom is 85 years old. The last thing I want her to do is to get on her hands and knees to do anything, right? Or what if you have a bad back, or if you're in a wheelchair or something like that? This allows you to get rid of stains, 1, 2, 3, Pat, move about your day. Instead of maybe taking the area rug and replacing that or cutting out carpet, we don't want you to do that, right? This is the formula doing the work for you. That foaming agent lifts and separates the stain from the carpet, forms a crystal, falls to the bottom, and then when it dries, you don't have to make a special trip. Just in your regular vacuuming, you suck up the residue, and the stains are gone.
It almost is like, if you'll forgive the comparison, like Pac-Man. It gobbles up the
Right.
stain. The
Yes.
stain, you aren't forcing it into the carpet pad, which is
Right.
really nice. It's not disappearing that fast because I have bad aim. But there
Well, no,
you
Pat, I
can
mean,
see.
look, this is an
Yeah.
extreme exaggeration, right? You're 6 feet
Yeah.
away from that stain, but it's white carpet, red ink. You're 6 feet away. You're in a
Gone.
beautiful fall outfit. You don't have to get on your hands and knees and rub and scrub. That's the whole idea of this. And what I love about this is it's an extremely versatile product. If you wanted to pre-treat your laundry before you put your clothes in there, like maybe to get out some of those tough sports stains, like the kids are now back to fall sports, or if you get lipstick on your shirt or something like that, Pat, you're standing up, right? The alternative is what? Getting down on your hands and knees, you rub, you scrub, you do the hokey pokey, you blot, you hope the stain comes out. But normally what happens is that stain either comes back or the product doesn't work, and then you kind of feel like you wasted your money, right, Pat? This product, like I said, was formulated over 30 years ago, Pat. We formulated this over 30 years ago because we saw a need for a really good stain remover. So we created the formula, and then we said, let's give you a different delivery system. Allows you to stand up in this aerosol can, shoot from the hip, and get rid of those stains, right, Pat? That is what is so very special about this product.
I think everyone, when they adopt a pet or they get their dog
Yeah.
or a cat, should have this on hand, whether it's a young pet, an old pet, you know, hairballs for cats, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
We've got kids. Listen, carpets are big investments. Get this home and try it. If you don't like it, you can send it back to us after 30 days. Upholstery, carpeting. I've used this in my car, in the carpeting in my car, which it worked beautifully. And you don't have to worry about it ruining anything. If you have something that is a little more delicate, like maybe a velvet or a wool, then you can always just test it a little bit in the corner. Chris, this is something that once I get any clumps up and then I spray this, I let it dry, and then I later on come back and vacuum it just when I'm doing my regular vacuum.
Absolutely, and you saw that there in that animation, because what happens is there's a foaming agent in this can that lifts and separates the stain from the carpet fiber, and that foam falls to the bottom. And then what happens is after it dries, you do your regular vacuuming and suck up the residue. Now, Pat, I think you have some more demos there in the studio.
I do.
That show great that you are standing up. Because, Pat, remember, the alternative is to get down on your hands and knees with a scrub brush, with a rag, and blot it.
And sometimes you make it
hope
worse,
that
Chris.
it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hope that it works. Again, I hate to say it, it's like a carnival game because you're 6 feet away trying to hit that bullseye. But Pat, you've had a lot of practice because you know, I think you were one of the very first hosts that we went on with this product 17 years ago. You know as well as I do, you don't last at QVC for 17 seconds if the product doesn't do what it says it does, right?
Well, this one beats expectation without a doubt. Stock up today because that price is going up at the end of the day. Stock up, my friends. It's V36568, and with 5 easy pays, it's only $5 to get it home. Give it a try. Chris, we are going to see you in a little bit because we have a lot of wonderful Campanelli products, which we love. We'll have the duster with you coming up.
You got it.
Here's another solution. I grew up in a family of 3 girls. We all had long hair. My dad used to have like one of those